They said I was cursed. That something must be wrong with me. Because in a world where women were trained to endure, I wanted freedom. My name is Ada, and I was born into a family where a woman's silence was a badge of honor. Where cooking without complaint was a virtue, and questioning anything made you rebellious. We lived in a compound in Ajegunle, Lagos, 3 rooms, 1 tap, and endless opinions. My mother was the first to call me strange. Because at 16, I told her I didn't want to marry a man just because he had money. At 20, I told my father I wouldn't kneel to greet a man who insulted me. At 23, when I started going to therapy and stopped going to church every Sunday, the whispers began. They said I had been westernized. They said I had opened my head too much. But what they didn't know was this. I was just tired of being in pain and pretending it was normal. The real breaking point came the day I confronted Uncle Charles, the one who used to touch me when I was just 11. I stood in the middle of our family compound and said his name out loud. Uncle Charles molested me. I said it like a scream, like fire breaking out of my chest. My mother slapped me. My father turned away. My aunt shouted, "Are you possessed? How can you say such things?" That day, I wasn't the victim anymore, I became the villain. They called a pastor. They called a prophet. They said I was under spiritual attack. That spirit of rebellion was controlling me. I wanted healing, they gave me holy water. I wanted truth, they gave me shame. The final straw. They locked me inside the room for 3 days, fasting and praying over me. No food. No phone. No rest. Only shouting. Oil. Laying of hands. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I waited. And on the 3rd night, when they slept, I climbed the fence and ran. I ran to my friend Tolu's house in Surale. She gave me water, food, and a bed. She didn't ask too many questions. She just said, "You're safe now." That was the first time I truly breathed in years. The journey after wasn't perfect. I lost my family. They said I brought shame. They said I was cursed. They told people I had joined feminist cults. But what they didn't know was this. I was healing. I got a job. I started journaling. I saw a therapist every Thursday. I danced in my room without shame. I prayed, but on my terms. I finally began to live. And one Sunday, 2 years later, I walked past that same church in Ajegunle. Head high, bag slung over my shoulder, natural hair in a bold afro. I saw the old women whisper. One of them said, "She's the girl they said was possessed." I turned, smiled, and said, "Yes. And I'm finally free." Because sometimes, freedom looks like madness. Sometimes, truth sounds like rebellion. But I'd rather be a witch in their eyes than stay a prisoner in silence. Like and subscribe for more real life stories.